Are you
All good, man.
are you doing camp at home?
Yeah, St. Pete boxing, man. You know, it's hard. It's hard to leave. Um, it's just life. I feel very comfortable. You know, if anything, like when they talk about competing with Bud, right? People know that Bud trains in high altitude, and I'll never give a fighter that kind of advantage. So, um, a fighter like that of that caliber, I heard Jose Cito Lopez trained in Big Bear when he was training for me, but I was overly confident in the fight, so I did what I did in that fight. But that's just how I end up assessing things. I look at the pros and cons. I say, do you feel comfortable with this challenge? Even though X, Y, and Z is on the table. And I said yes. If Crawford, if I had to step in the ring with Crawford, I want that to be on a even playing field, baby. You know what I mean? I want to be in high altitude. I want to put my body through that. I've always been curious. You and me, we go way back, Colorado Springs. We know a lot about the high altitude, what it's like to perform in high altitude and the challenges. And I'm pretty sure you're fully aware of the sports science of high altitude training. And it's something I've never added to my regimen. I always said, oh, if I fought Floyd or if I had to fight Spence, X, Y, and Z, should have done it for the Pacquiao, shoulda, woulda, coulda, didn't. But yeah, man, so it's something in the back of my head. I do need to stop playing with these boys and give this sport my best, use all the knowledge. I'm very methodical in my approach to boxing, and I've been hesitating to do that one last step. But I think I think I'm going to stop waiting, and probably do it for the next camp, no matter what happens, no matter who's next. But we got a big challenge right now. We were talking about the weight cut. We were talking about how I started off at 172. And at the end of the day, though, 172 to 155 is not the 25-pound drop that it is for 147. So that's another reason why I signed this contract. There was a lot of yo-yoing. There was a lot of talk about possibly just fighting Stanley Onis in the welterweight division and other things going on. We talked about that a little bit on your podcast. And,
I got nothing.
you know, I this fight just sounded like a lot more fun. It sounded like a legitimate headliner. And then after I said yes, and everybody said, what? It made me that much more excited. I said, man, you definitely did what you're supposed to do, Thurman.
Yeah.
You're shaking up the world of boxing, doing what I do best. We've always competed at the highest level since we was kids. I'm not worried about the haters, man. I appreciate all my haters. So it is what it is, man. Haters are motivators, and that's part of the fuel and upsetting the apple cart. I'm an underdog, never been a big underdog in my career, even in the Pacquiao fight, because I was young, I was undefeated. He was the older dog, he was the legend. They were questioning him. Now they're questioning me. We were talking about being the smaller guy. I'm probably going to be the smaller guy. But Floyd was never a welterweight, and he stayed undefeated in the welterweight division, right? Pacquiao was always the smaller guy, and he defeated a lot of bigger guys.
Yeah.
So, like the Mayweathers always said in the past, it's the skills that pays the bills, and I'm doing my best to bring my whole reservoir into the ring at the end of this month.
Let's talk about the complacency that just comes with life, comes with being successful. Everybody knows that you've gotten married. Everybody knows that you've gotten kids, that you've had children. And congratulations. I know we talked, but I want to publicly congratulate you on everything that you've earned in life. But with all that success and being married and having children, all this, there's a lot of people that are counting you out because they feel like you've gotten complacent and you don't need boxing